It's like, okay, so with Dom, so he said the next, this is my see her interview, so he said the next day after that shit happened, after he tried to come talk or whatever, he came over there the next day with an Angie Stone wig on. Now, is that some that y'all used to normally see just bouncing through y'all with a wig on? They just had regular clothes on, a wig on.
Yeah, I mean,
They bouncing
I'm gonna
through.
be honest.
Not just y'all,
Yeah,
but just that's a story.
like Lil B, I don't know what Dome did to be honest, but Lil B was doing that, so it was like a nigga was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna even lie to you, a nigga was definitely doing that for it. And I guess it was trying to be smart and make it seem like oh did it or try to cover their tracks or something. Yeah, that's probably what a nigga do. You know what I'm saying? I done seen bell out them up in Comcast and Vans and shit like that. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I done seen and been a part of some, like, used to be go about in certain ways once we knew, like, what we was doing was like starting to become a lot known. Trying to figure out different tactics and shit like that. So you did have drilling outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to come through. I'm telling you, bro, they come through, you just see them up because you know in them Xfinity they used to have the bands, folks. You had all the cords in them. And they pull up to your crib, do the little, get their supplies out the van, popping out of the vans. You probably had a homie from your area, nigga, that got them up and that got a job with Comcast or some shit, nigga. You bounce out of Comcast van, like you know what I'm saying? It used to be shit, different tactics for sure.
Yeah, but that really just a tactic. That shit throw off the investigation because it's like if you got a long hair but you really got short hair, they gonna say like, "Oh, I seen a black male long hair." Then when you go to trial, it's like he said I had long hair.
I had a haircut.
Yeah.
That's
So that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's how it go. But I ain't gonna lie. So Shorty, that's the thing too. Because recently we be seeing niggas. I ain't gonna say recently. That's the thing. Niggas they'll bounce out on camera. But back then they been doing it, but folks, because they said dude was on camera walking off with the wig on. You know what I'm saying? Like after this shit happened, rest in peace to your homie, your brother. But it's like it's just like that been going on camera. Like that's niggas to get busy in Chicago. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what? It's the dissing like what people think that lead to it. You know what I mean? That's what people. That's a lot of people think that's what lead to it. So in your opinion, like. Why is like what make them just crash out like that? Just hearing just like dissing somebody that died. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you a shorty, bro, that's why you never hear me talk down on YNs because they just like going in a different phase than we is as adult men. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit hit home. You gotta understand when you a YN, bro. This is when you were still like in love with the streets. Like when you get to our age, you start to realize a lot of shit about the streets. But when you that age, you be with every day, you literally be with them every day. You going to school with them. Y'all having groups of hoes slide. You getting a hoe, he getting a hoe. Y'all doing 2 mans together. Y'all posting up on the block together. Y'all like some of these shorties be in the juvie together. Like they literally sit with their homies more than they sit with their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like and they growing up fast, folk. And these that they with, folk, is literally like they still like got to go through the motions of becoming numb to a lot of. You know what I'm saying? Like I at this age. This and my homies don't even move me. You know what I'm saying? But when you that young and play and say the wrong name or do the wrong thing or diss the wrong homie, it lights something in you, folks. You know what I'm saying? It takes you to a different place because when you think about this certain bro, all you can see is 1,000 mirrors. That's how it was to me in LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was a shorty, them killing him when he was 16. It's just like that being my everyday like and going through and getting through so much shit that I done got through and been through with folks, I used to feel like I carried that on my sleeve. Like I felt like nigga, I was his avenger. Like you play with folks, nigga, I gotta go. I gotta bend. I gotta slide, bro, cause that's my everyday homie. That's the who we went to school together. I was in the class doing LA classwork, bro. Cause I went to freshman year, I went to a high school where I felt like I was in Joliet going to a real high school. They was like advanced. When I came to high school, bro, did my whole freshman year, dropped out sophomore year, stayed out of school for that whole rest of that year, and then went back to school when I was supposed to have been a junior. So LA folk was like he was like a junior. He was basically like a senior, folk. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got back to school, folks was basically like a senior, and I was basically like a sophomore, folks, because I had dropped out of school. He was already a grade above me, so my freshman year was his sophomore year. When I dropped out sophomore year, he would have been a junior. I stayed out that whole year because his birthday, he only a few months older than me, but because his birthday was in September, he was a grade above me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already a freshman in high school with my sister Mina. Him and her was in the same grade, folks, even though she was older than him. But her birthday in December.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's because our birthday, like
yeah, our birthday is late. Mine in
Yeah.
November, hers in December.
I was discussing that.
So his shit was like right at the threshold of some shit. They was letting him be in grades prior to. So my freshman year in Joliet was his sophomore year, folks. I dropped out my sophomore year, what would have been his junior year, folks, and I stayed gone that whole year. So when I came back to school, I basically would have been a junior and he would have been a senior. When I got back to school, bro, I was doing the shit that they was teaching him his senior year. I had learned as a freshman. So when I came to school, because in our school, we was in alternative school. You know, them schools you drop out and you go back to alternative school and shit. So we was going to alternative school, nigga, on Lil Steve, bro. Folks' ass was, and when you first transferring up, they had this shit where you had to shadow somebody for like your first few weeks of school until you got acclimated and shit. So I was shadowing LA, and they'll be giving him work in class, and he'll be trying to do that shit and be a little puzzled by search. I'm like, damn, that's what y'all doing? And I'm like doing folks' homework and shit. Like, I'm like doing folks' like class work and shit while we in class. I'm like, oh, all right, that's what y'all doing. I've been learned this. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that type of shit with folks. So I definitely felt like, nigga, when niggas played with him, for I had to, I was literally with him every day in class, in the field. We used to leave school. My mama would come pick us up, and she'd take us to the block because I always lived in the hood. So he know, as soon as we get out of school, just go with me. We finna go to the block. You know what I'm saying? Go to the block on Steve. So I'm literally with folks 24 hours, them there, folks. Because sometimes he'll stay at my crib because we go to school together. So he just stay at the crib, pop out of the school the next morning, or sometimes he'll go home late at night, folks. And I'll see him at school again at 9 in the morning. So it's like, yeah, I was on the block with you at 2 a.m. You went home. Nigga, I'm spending 18 hours a day with folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, between school and the hood and all the other little shit we was doing, folks, it was like I was with folks more than he was with his mama. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So certain shit just ignites certain shit in you when you that young, because these niggas, it's like niggas you spending so much time, effort, and energy with, folks, and y'all planning y'all lives and futures together, nigga. It just make you want to act out, folks. So I think that's what it be with the YNs, folks.